What's up, guys? Tomas Mathis here, aka Man467, and I'm back again with another video. Now, I've been doing PvP matches for years now, and I have not planned on retiring yet, but I will retire if the PvP matches gets way too repetitive. But there are some skills that people use in PvP that kind of piss a lot of people off. So in this video, I'm going to show you some of the worst skills in Xenoverse 2 in PvP matches that I think, in my opinion, are the worst I ever seen. So, anyways, some of the skills that won't be mentioned, like Swordfish, because that skill is OP. The ones I mentioned in this series are the type of skills that players use to win matches. So, I'll get what's going on with skill number 1. Okay, for skill number 1, it's a backflip. The real reason why I say that this will have to be the worst skill that people use in PvP, because how it gets annoying. Watch as I do this closely. If I just set my settings to weak over here, normal. Watch. When people do that, they just want to get oh, yeah, see, I got something right there. But the real reason why I say that it's the worst skill right here, because it doesn't even barely take like a stamina or key. You just simply just use me or something. Well, I could say that about this because when I do this, it doesn't make players what they're doing. It's just a simple like a bunch of tryhards to win in matches of some sort. Well, anyways, let's go to super skill number 2. Okay, skill number 2, Super Guard. Now, there's another reason why I do not like this Super Soul, because even though it's kind of cool that it saves you from attacks, but if I break if the player breaks the other player's stamina, then we still be able to use it despite how the stamina gets low. I keep finding players who does that because they do need to do that to do this. That doesn't mean that this skill is actually making good. It just gets annoying. Like this. Heck, it gets even annoying if a player attacks you. So imagine you playing a PvP match and you see how these people use Super Guard and his stamina gets broken like this. So we still be able to use that skill. So what they need to do here is they need to nerf it so you won't be able to use it where your stamina gets broken. But there's nothing else I can say about this, despite being the worst skill that people use. Anyways, let's move on to skill number 3. Alright, skill number 3, Merry-Go-Round Gum, also known as Go-Go Gum, which is the skill that was used by Giran. You know, this pterodactyl-like dragon guy from OG Dragon Ball? Well, might be some flaws to it. Now, what you actually don't know, there's an update that that allows the gun to attack your opponent. I really think that this was during like 2016 when the skill was actually known for hitting your opponent's his health, but they decided because when they nerfed it so it won't do damage. But when this update, which I don't know which update it was, they probably updated it so it makes your makes the gun do damage, just like this. If you guys haven't seen it correctly, if I do this, you see on the top part of the screen, their health goes 3 street down. Now, it doesn't matter if this skill doesn't do damage, but there's one major thing that makes it gives a disgrace to it. When tryhards do it, they just do this and this. That's what people do. So, let's do it again. That's how tryhards do. Because there's no way how players do this after this. What they should be doing is this. When I use Goku, that way how I use it. Let me just set my settings to normal here. I shoot an ultimate attack right into the sky. Wherever I use that. That's how I use it. Well, sorry about that. I said that's how I use it when I do 1v1 matches. I don't use it all the time because that's the only skill that I don't use. But seeing how this skill, why I have to put that in the list because how tryhard abuses that. Now, speaking of which, let's go on to number 4. And this one includes both of 2 skills. And that involves street bar marching. Alright, skill number 4. Time skip jump spike after an image strike and spread shot retreat. And the real reason I had to put these 3 skills into one skill is because this is what street bar monsters do. So, whenever I encounter a street bar monster, they don't fight like this. They just play like this. Whenever I come near them, they just do this. And after that, they do this. And now the problem here is that this requires to every player who use their 3-bar motion. The active strike seems cool at first, but there's one catch. It allows you to cancel to a skill. Now if I do this, that it may sound cool, right? But what makes me hate it the most is they cancel it to a after image strike. I mean the type to the jump spike, which I was trying to say. Because using this is not basically how players play like that. It's probably the real reason why people are no longer play with the female monsters anymore. It's because of these 3 skills: after image strike, type skip jump spike, and spread shot retreat. And there's only one thing I can say positive. It's about the after image strike. It's not even a bad of a skill, but when you basically and how you can able to cancel to each other attacks. But the real reason why I had to add this on the list is basically just that. They can actually cancel to a type skip jump spike. Now, obviously, I could say that skill to the best skills in Xenoverse, but that's just another one for another time. Right now, anyways, let's move on to skill number 5. Alright, skill number 5. Psycho Escape. Now, I will actually have to say that there is one player that I thought that uses this skill. Now, I would probably post a video from my Share Factory gallery to show you who that player is, but it will be probably pretty much soon. Now, anyways, let's get to the skills. This skill is a exclusive attack version of Time Control. So what it does, when I get hit, I use it to escape from attack. It freezes the opponent and it reverts them back to themselves. Now, there's one to keep it short that this skill is the worst. It's because I see a lot of players who play timid to uses that. Just to get away from that. I'm not saying that this skill is gotta be it can be good, but are you using it in PvP? Does that make it look better? The answer is no. There's nothing else to say about it, but anyways, let's get to the final skill. Skill number 6. Finally, we got skill number 6, which is transmission. And the reason I had to put this on the list because when people start using this, they basically use that just to basically control their opponents. Watch this. Yeah, when I do this, it makes the player very confused. But yeah, I'm not saying that it looks like a cool skill to use to transport your enemies, but when I use it, when the enemy is far away, I'll just press forward and attack. That's how I use instant transmission properly. I don't use it like this. I use it like this. One time. And what's the worst part about it? That some people literally can be a pain when you see someone use the instant transmission. I fought a player who uses instant transmissions just to play like a cheeser or a tryhard, something like that. But anyways, instant transmission is one of the worst skills to use in PvP, and it's not the worst skill because it's probably the best skill to use. But the reason I say it is the worst skill is how players abuse it. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. What skills? What are the worst skills in Xenoverse 2? Let me know in the comments below. What skills are the worst? And if I feel like it, I can make one of the best skills in Xenoverse 2. But that's another video for another time. As always, that's gonna be it for this video. So, if you guys like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, formerly known as X. As always, this is Tomas Mathis, sign off. See you guys later, and I'll see you guys in the next video.